service, whatever. Does that really happen? I mean, we all know what is the advisable way. We're all aware. But what I'm asking is that what is the practice?
No, I think, we, like everyone said, we have different kind of companies. You have mid-sized companies, you have large companies, you have good companies, you have some very large companies who are not really customer-centric. You have maybe small companies who are customer-centric. So I don't think there's a one-size-fits answer for this. But to answer your question and my experience, I think everything that you mentioned is all there. It is how companies use this information. For instance, every company has a sales and marketing organization which goes to meet customers. The progressive companies not just meet the purchase team of a customer, they also go and meet the product development team, they also go and meet the NPD team, they go and meet the manufacturing team, they go and meet, the marketing team sometimes, because there are new products. Sometimes there's a lot of storytelling to be told jointly as a co-creation product. So good companies interact at multiple levels. And the listening at these levels, if distilled and consolidated at one end so that it's available to all, becomes the source of the most invaluable information. And believe me, the most invaluable information in marketing and in sales actually comes from customers. They don't come from the thin air, they come from customers most of the time. Secondly, when you ensure that the customer is comfortable and has a relationship with you where you do joint business plans, you do co-creation of new products, the confidence itself leads them to iterate with you, to brainstorm with you, and to come to new solutions. So that's one point. NPS, many companies do NPS, top-down, bottom-down NPS, and these are source of excellent information. The call center concept of collecting data, we have done for many countries, for many customers, but we invariably found there are many problems where there are language barriers and there are also cultural barriers, because there are many countries where owners of companies do not wish to share data, and we have experienced that. We've also seen that language can be a big barrier. Let's say in Korea or in China, we find this to be a very big barrier to the call center concept, even if we take a Chinese call center or a Korean call center to decode the customer information coming in. The customer satisfaction surveys, NPS, call centers, all are sources of very good data. But there's nothing to beat the direct customer data that you collect. However, the challenge really lies in companies being able to distill this information coming in, making a meaningful sense of what is the customer trying to tell you. And many times you see, we always think of what he tells you. We never think of what he doesn't tell you. And therefore, many times the real secret lies in what he's not expressing. But if you are smart enough, you will pick it up. And particularly as senior management travels to customers. So we also created this whole concept that customers has to be met by senior managers and senior leaders all the time. So whether it's visiting our stores, whether it's visiting the market, meeting customers, meeting multi-brand outlets, meeting the retail trade, I think all this and documenting what comes out. What is the learning? What is the insight? If an organization is able to put it together, as we have been able to do, again, I would not say with 100% perfection, and I think companies which build a very strong CRM module, where all this information sort of comes in and sits together, is available to everyone, can be accessed and acted upon, are the companies which are doing best service to their customers and literally walking down the path of customer centricity as we understand it.
Thanks for a very detailed answer.